Former Speaker of the House, K-Mac, is here. All right, K-Mac, so bye-bye DEI. Is it ever coming back?
No, I think the rest of the country wanted this to go away. I mean, when you think about it, we're coming after the holiday of Martin Luther King. They want to be judged by the character of who they are, and that's exactly what President Trump is doing. I mean, what's so unusual is here we have a man who ran for office, made promises, and is keeping them on the very first day. Why is that so shocking? This is what the American people voted for. They had a clear choice. And what's so ironic here is the Democrats' candidate was a DEI pick. She never went through any campaign. They put her up, and she lost. America has spoken, and President Trump is carrying it out.
Well, Trump at the Rotunda promised to make Martin Luther King's dream become a reality, and I guess he just did because he killed DEI. So check that off the list. When you hear people talk about Jan 6, they're very upset about the pardons. How do you react to that?
The one thing I say is there's a fundamental difference between what President Trump did and what Joe Biden did. President Trump literally told America, if you elect me president, I am going to pardon January 6th. So you could make a decision. If you disagreed, don't vote for him. What Joe Biden did was tell the American public that he would never pardon his son. His son gets convicted, and then he pardons him. But then he goes and pardons his entire family in the last minutes, not telling the incoming president. But what's so ironic or, to me, terrible about this, these are the people he was in business with. This is what everybody wondered, the big guy. This is where China sent their money. This is where they had so many LLCs, and when one money came into one, they went around and put cash, and he denied it the entire time. So is pardoning his family literally admitting he was involved because it was a family business?
When you watch Trump, we showed some sound of him yesterday squaring off against one of these wicked reporters. He seems really calm, and he seems to understand that he owns the full power of the presidency, and he's ready to execute the duties and the responsibilities to the fullest extent, unapologetically. What do you think that means for the second term?
Well, I think people have to understand, President Trump is better prepared to do this job now than at any time in his life. Because first of all, when he went in the first, true, he'd never been elected before, he listened to people that didn't give him good advice. He only has 4 more years to go. But now he knows the job. It's kind of like Malcolm Baldwin. He's got the 10,000 hours. But what was even better, and it was tough, he left the White House, because what happens, you get isolated in there. You don't get to see the American public. He goes out, and no one would ever have to go through the battle that he did to win. Assassination attempts, persecution, trying to put him in jail. He had to fight so hard, but he sat with the American public. He knows what's going on. And the world sits in a different place. China's in a different situation. Russia's in a different situation. He's prepared now, and he's fearless, and he knows he has 4 years to go. He's not going to waste 1 minute. He's going to go faster than the House and the Senate will be able to keep up.
It would be like if I got fired from Fox, took 4 years off, reclaimed my position. Imagine how good I would be. Could you imagine? Not that I want to get fired, but could you imagine, K-Mac? Wow.
It's hard to imagine you even being better. But you know what? Constant improvement and knowledge matters. And it kind of humbled this president. And think about the attempted assassination attempt. That changes you. And you know what? It's for the better that he spent this time with the American public.
Completely
And he's
agree.
not going to let bad advice push him in the wrong way.
All right. K-Mac, still recovering from the inaugural balls. He went to all of them twice. See you later.
And you never once asked me to dance.